low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day.
Hey guys, this is Just One Guy, and I'm back here with another video. Now, in this video, I want to show you my ability system. I know I haven't uploaded videos in a while, but I always do work on this Project Hermes in the background, even if I'm not currently uploading. And I've created this ability system, which is pretty flexible. So today I want to show you some of the abilities and how I create them. So if we just go here to the ability menu, you can see I have this constellation system and everything works. It's got tooltips. It works with the notification system. Now what I was going for was to model the system after, I think it's Final Fantasy 13. I wanted it to look something like that. I created it really basic because I didn't want to put a lot of work into the UI for something that's just a prototype. But when it speaks to functionality, it does all work. So right now, this is where I'm starting at. I'm going to unlock this ability. And you can see right here, it works with the notification system. It tells you the ability is unlocked. I haven't really done anything with this ability, so it doesn't really do anything. This was still during the test stage. So I'm just going to cancel that. And now I'm going to go into an actual ability that I created. Now this right here is called Basic Palm Strike. I'm just going to unlock it right there. And you can see it showed me that I unlocked it. Now you can see that's a lot of information in the little info menu. And the reason is I couldn't decide how much information to give to the player. So I just decided to give them all the information and let the player deal with it. So right here you get a little lore about what the attack does. It channels your physical energy into the palm of your hand and you do a palm strike. It's an active ability. That means you have to manually activate it rather than a passive ability. Does 10 damage. It knocks you back by 1 meter. It'll stun you for 3 seconds. Recovery time about 3 seconds. The attack reach is how far the attack will go in front of the player. That's 2 meters. The radius of this attack, because it's a radius attack, is 2.5 meters. The attack speed, I don't know if I really should have put that in here, but I figure it's just best to give the player all the information. It's 2.5 and that controls how fast the animation will play. The damage is heavy. That just means how the person will react to the attack. So the person being hit with this will do a little stumble, and I'll show you when I actually do the attack in game. You have to be on the ground to do this attack, and you can't move while you're doing it. It's a melee attack. It's not a ranged attack. And the resource type is stamina. Currently there are 4 resources in the game, and I'll go over that in a minute. It takes 80 stamina to do it, and it requires you unlock the amateur combat ability before you can unlock it. So the next part right here, I have this little set ability, and you can see I can set any of my abilities. Right here I'm going to go to Palm Strike, and right here I got 8 slots. Now what I modeled this part after is Dragon's Dogma 1, where if you hit L1 or you hit R1 and you hit triangle Y, X, A, and B, it gives you 4 attacks when you do that, so 8 attacks in total. On the keyboard it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're just going to go with slot 1, exit. Now to unlock these abilities, you need these ability points at the bottom. You get these by killing enemies and earning experience. I just set it to 99 because I'm just testing it out right now. So I'm just going to exit. Now to demonstrate the palm strike ability, I need multiple enemies. And it's just easier to demonstrate with a bunch of enemies than one. Now right now I'm just going to turn this sound off because it's going to get a bit annoying with so many enemies around. If I hit L1 and then I hit the punch button, he does the palm strike ability. And you can see what I mean with the heavy damage, that little stun effect there. It tells you how long they're going to be stunned, but that little animation that played is played when it's heavy damage. Whereas when it's light damage, you just get a light knockback. So you can see it stunned him. And you can see the attack does a radius and a certain amount forward. You see, that's what happens when you get light damage, and that's what happens when you get heavy damage. And this just stuns them for a bit, so they're stuck like that. So that's my first ability. It's a combat ability. Now, as for resources, you can see the resource bars above their head. There are 3 resources for combat and 1 for the political system, which I'm going to put in later. These 3 resources are physical, mental, and spiritual. Physical is orange, mental is purple, and spiritual is blue. You can see right now my physical energy is recharging. Now if I run out, I can't do that attack anymore. And you can't hear it because I cut the sound off, because all these enemy footsteps are annoying. But when I'm out of stamina and I try to use this attack, it will actually let me know by playing a sound. So that's our first ability. Now I'm going to go into the second ability. And to demonstrate that properly, I'm going to actually exit this game and then start a new one. Because the next one is a dialogue ability. And what I want in this game is, if a player wants to create a character and play a completely non-combat experience, I want to support that. So I have abilities and a whole system to deal with dialogue. So I'm just going to go and unlock that now. Go over here. Unlock amateur combat. Oops. Then I have to unlock this. Now I get into the mental abilities. The mental abilities can be used in conversation. They're different from combat abilities. They are active, but you can see right here, I can use it to manipulate the character's emotions in dialogue. I will have a combat version of this later on, but right now I just use it as a dialogue ability. So right here. Now, unlike combat abilities, you don't have to actually have these set. So you can see right here, it says it's a passive ability, and it's kind of a passive ability, but it's passive in a way that you have to use it in conversation and not actually passive. So exit out. I'm gonna need an NPC for this. So if I talk to him, now this whole dialogue system right here is dynamic. All these cameras, they aren't really set at angles. It just picks a random angle and then it does the conversation like that. And the reason I wanted it like that was I wanted it like the old Dragon Age Origin system, where you can have a conversation anywhere and the camera just naturally goes into conversation mode. So right here we have this dialogue menu, and you can pick what you're going to say next, but also you can use abilities. Now there are still some errors in here, so I still working on it. It works, but you know, it's still on a beta stage. So right here you can see you get a little tooltip, and it'll tell you exactly what the ability does. It's a basic passive ability, and you manipulate the person's emotions. I still got to add more to it to tell you how much you will manipulate the specific emotion by. So right here I'm just going to press it, and you can see he did a little animation, gave him joy. That's one of the bugs right there. The tooltip doesn't go away. But right here you can see this little emotional system right here came up. Now this will tell you every one of the emotions that the character is currently having and how much of that emotion, and based on that you can get the character to do a certain amount of things. So I'm just going to exit that right there, and those are the abilities that's in the game right now. I haven't had time to put more in, and I got to revamp some of the old ones because the old ones were there just for show, but now they all fully work. So I'm just going to go out of the game now. Now the final thing I was working on was the editor system, and I had to use the AI a little bit for this to get it exactly right, but it's made it very easy to create new abilities. So if I go here, you can see I have that ability create menu, and this shows all of the abilities in game, and I can find them and edit it with this system right here. Now these are Unity windows, so I can place them however I want and put them in different tabs and everything like that, which is what I really like. It extends the editor for me and gives me the ability to create any ability. So we're just going to create an ability right here called Mental Heal. Now I'm going to pick an icon, and I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to add an effect. One effect is to heal. And the next effect I'm going to add is to heal armor. We're going to make this 10. No, matter of fact, I'm going to heal shield. I'm going to make that 1. I can make this percentage base or not percentage base. I'll make one percentage base and the other one not, which means it's going to heal for, I believe, 10% of the character's total health. And I'm not going to make this percentage base because it would be weird to give them more than one shield, because shields completely block attacks. So it's rank 1, so it's a basic ability. It's going to be an active ability. I'm going to make it a dialogue ability so I can talk to the character and use it. The charge up doesn't matter since it's a dialogue ability. Then I got my resources here. A stamina, mental, and magic are the 3 resources that the character can use to do in combat or in dialogue. Renown is going to be used with the political system, and later on I'm going to create a menu where I can add as many resources as I want, because the game can support an infinite number of resources. So this attack is going to cost 10 stamina. It's also going to cost 10 mental. I'm going to make this a sub ability, and it's going to be a sub ability of, where is it? Mental projection. I'll make that the previous and required. So that means you have to unlock the mental projection ability before you unlock this new ability. And I'm going to go to create ability node, and you can see it created a new ability. I'm just going to refresh this, and you can see the ability is right here. Now I just got to go into the editor and place where I want it to be. Get rid of some of these errors. And I want this new ability to be right here in the middle of the mental abilities. And I'm going to parent it to this. Okay, now let's go in game and use the new ability. So first we're going to unlock it. Now we have to go through that unlock process again because we're starting off here. So unlock that. Then this. Ooh. Ability. Cancel. Oh, I already unlocked it. Okay. And unlock that. And now we have our ability, Mental Heal. So we're going to unlock that. And you can see it automatically tells me what the ability does when I created it. So you can see it's plus 10 health, plus 1 to shield, active ability. This ability needs to charge for 2 seconds. It doesn't really matter in that context because it's a dialogue ability. And so you need mental projection to unlock this. So let's see here. And you can see I'm getting a bunch of errors. I still got some work to do on this because I haven't fully tested the system out yet. So spawn enemy. I'm going to talk to him. And you can see I have my new ability. And it tells you everything about it. Amateur ability, plus health plus 10, shield plus 1, active ability, this ability needs to be charged for 2 seconds. So if I press it, and you can see it worked. Now, because I set the effect up to heal me and not the other character, it just healed me, because when I put that heal effect, I set it up to work on the player. It wasn't really meant to heal the target. But as you can see, I can easily create a bunch of new abilities that way. And I'm pretty proud of the system. I extended the editor just the way I wanted to, and now I have a fully functioning ability system. I still gotta change some stuff on it to add different effects to the abilities, and I gotta battle test it a little more so it doesn't cause all these errors. But beyond that, it works pretty well. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching.